So the next thing we're going to look at is filtering at the operating system level. Most of you guys probably use Windows as an operating system. I use Macs in my home, or Apple computers, Mac. This is Mac OS. I am going to show you guys the computer I let my children use. What I'm doing right now is Macs, it's very easy to jump around from all the computers in your network. So literally when my kids are using that computer, I can jump in there and look at the screen and actually do things. Um, so this is the Apple computer that we have downstairs. It's right next to my wife's computer. This is the only computer we really let the kids use. We don't let them use our computers. There's several reasons for that. I'll go into some of that a little bit later. But I just want to call out the whole point of this sort of filtering at the operating system level is to set up a profile for your kids that are parentally managed. So on a Mac OS X, I've set this up. It has very limited applications on it. It has a web browser, it has Minecraft on it. Um, but I just want to show you what these parental controls look like. I apologize for the smallness of this. It's a separate computer um, than the one I'm actually doing these recording on. So I'm the admin on here, so I have to log in to look at these parental controls. I have one profile for all three of my boys. All three boys share one computer. They don't have computers in their room. They don't have their own computer. It's in a public space in the house. And these parental controls are it's pretty obvious that parental controls as a profile. So you set up a profile for your kid. It's the only one they can log into a computer with, and then you can control it. You can control what apps they have open, what apps they can use. Can they make any changes? Can they add apps? One of the reasons I use this is because at the operating system level, it tries to do a good job of filtering out things that you don't want your kids to do. So as you can see here, this one says try to limit access to adult websites. It's not really encouraging that it says try, but this stuff really is hard. So that's why you see me having multiple layers of trying to filter out the filth on the internet. And this is one way to do it. So the gist of this is definitely make sure you look at the parental controls on the operating system you have, set your kids up a profile, make sure it's parentally controlled, turn on all the filters you can, turn on every safety thing that you think is appropriate for your kids. There's some other options in here on Mac. There's time limiting options, when bedtime is, when they can use it, time limits, things like that. Definitely check them out. Also, I mean, even on Windows, some of the people in the church that use Windows could probably help you do this stuff, but it's pretty nice to be able to just pop into your kid's computer and see what's going on. This is completely possible in your network. Typically for free. I'm not on the Mac, it's free. You guys saw me do it. I just opened up Finder on a Mac, and I've got the kids' computers here where shared, and so I can just click share screen and see what they're doing. Um, yeah, so that's filtering at the operating system level. Again, gist of it is set up an account for your kids. If you let them use a computer, make sure it's parentally managed. Make sure you have all the parental controls on there dialed how you want. My advice, and I'll get to this next, is limit the number of applications on there, limit it to one browser. We'll talk about that more next.